take it for granted that we always guaranteed a tomorrow and we're never going to have obstacles. But my life changed in 4 seconds. It can change in 4 seconds.
Fire in his veins, used to chase the finish line, thunder in the lanes. At 175, the world went dark that day, but he never lost the vision, just found another way. From a bike shop kid at 13 years old to a champion rider with a heart of gold. Now he hears the road instead of seeing the light, and he's building new freedom for the ones in the night. It's blind faith, rolling strong, hear the signal right along. Freedom's calling loud and clear, no more doubt, no more fear. Free wheels turning, dreams alive, independence in a ride. Donate now, help them see what it means to just be free. Boston's got the future in a self-drive frame. Auburn's building bikes.
Hello, I'm Dan Parker, known as the Blind Machinist, coming to you from the Blind Machinist World headquarters today. Recently, I have a product that I'm making that I want to share with you. Anybody that does mechanic work, has an engine hoist, a shop press, or a trans jack, knows the hassle of trying to fumble with the jack handle to slowly let down the engine hoist. So I came up with help of a friend. It's called the bob knob. So this is a knob that I hand machine that fits over the press release screw. It attaches permanently with a set screw, so it's always on your bottle jack. So you use this to release the pressure, the jack handle to jack up the engine hoist. So today we're going to go through step by step how I start with a made in America casting that's like this, that's not machined at all, and I'm going to finish it into a fully machined knob like this. This flat, it's drilled, it's got the slot in it for the 2 tangs that stick out on the shaft, and a set screw that's drilled and tapped. So that's what I'm going to show you today, step by step, how I machine this, and I'm 100% blind. Today I'm going to show you how I'm machining these bob knobs from scratch, 100% by myself. So the first thing I have to do is make sure this knob is seated in the chuck good, because it has a tapered shaft, which makes it hard to deal with.
Working in the dark, Dan Parker.
Every bob knob is hand machined by me. I'm 100% blind. This is not a part where I have somebody CNC machine and I just, package them and send them out and sell them as if I machine them. I promise everyone I machine myself.
Hands on iron, knows every line, like a memory burned in his mind. Every spark that flies, every wheel that turns is a lesson in a life he's learned. He's working in the dark, don't need no light. Got a feel for the truth in the dead of night. Every sound, every touch shows him where to start. He ain't lost his way, just changed his part.
When I first went blind, I learned the staggering unemployment rate for the blind is 70% in America. It's 99% worldwide. So I knew I had to carve my own path for independence. For me and my wife, and being a machinist my whole life, this is all I knew. So I've spent thousands of hours out here in the shop learning, developing adaptive techniques to be able to machine parts safe and accurately. Drilled with a flat surface.
Got a feel for the truth in the dead of night. Every sound, every touch, where to start. He ain't lost
Facing
his way,
this off
change his
and
part.
drill this to 3/8 an inch.
Yeah,
We
the
have our
world
shaft
went
turned,
black, but he
with
kept
our
his
edge
spark.
round over.
Now he's
So
making
now
a
we're gonna
light.
finish the lathe
Working
work.
in the dark. They
We're gonna
said,
put the
son, you'll
mandrel
never see the road again.
in the
He
3-jaw
said,
chuck.
I don't have to, I just need a way to
And that's gonna allow me to turn
He's working in the dark.
the shaft is sticking out of it
Yeah, found his
straight
way.
because it's tapered now so it can eject out of the
Through the
mold.
quiet nights and the empty days, with a heart that won't quit and a will that won't break, he's building every piece for the pride it takes. Yeah, the world went black, but he missed his heart. Now he's making a light, working in the dark, soft, fading. So if you hear that hammer in the dead of night, that ain't noise. There's a man still fighting for his life.
This thickness is determined by this mechanical stop that I machined and made. So when I get to this stop, I'll keep running across till I get a stop. Then my thickness is finished. So this is another adaptive technique that I have come up with. Other machines use stops. This is one I made. It's adjustable. So if I need to make it a little thinner or thicker, I can run this bolt in or out. And so this is another one thing I came up with to make running a lathe safe and easy for me. Then I deburr it.
Make it happen. Friday night at the strip.
So that's all the lathe work that gets put into the knob. I think I came up with is a V-block setup. So those V's exactly 2 inches centered from this top surface. So I put my mandrel on top of the surface, offset half the thickness. It's a 3/16 cutter, so 93 thousandths. Then I go 20 turns on my knee to raise it up to exactly 2 inches. I'm feeling by hand. I lined that notch, just sort of vertical, really close. There's that. Push a little W40 on our cutter. And then
he stood right up where the world gave in, said, this ain't over, it's where I begin. You can make excuses or make it happen.
Hello, Dan. The system is ready.
that's my digital readout that my friend Patrick Johnson hacked into and made it where it speaks to me.
1425.00000 0.0000.
All right, so now we're going to take down this jig that I use for sliding the knobs. And it's got a hole in it that locates it, and I'll explain why. So our last step is to drill a set screw hole. So we have a 3/8 hole here and a 3/8 hole here. So what I found is, instead of locating it from the side, I machined these chuck jaws and put set screws in them, or put 1/4 screws. So all I gotta do is put that knob in there, and then it's located perfectly. I'm feeling that. I'm putting that up a little bit. And I know my flats are going this way, so I'll be drilling vertical. So then what we got to do is take down this setup. I don't know if you can get it.
I do.
Yeah, so that makes it, a lot of pain. I deal with pain every day. So
trying to turn knobs and reach up and,
yeah,
and
it's
all
pain.
that is difficult.
Yeah, it's painful. So now what we got to do is we got to come over here to 3 inches. Oh, I got my mechanical stop set up.
15.0000.
That's a false reading.
3.0010.
So 1/1000th, a third the thickness of a sheet of notebook paper, which is fine. So then we got to offset our y-axis.
Now he's racing on faith. That man named Dan. They said, how you gonna drive when you can't see the light?
So now
He said, I feel
we're
it
set
in
up
my bones. I'll trust
to drill and
what's
tap that
mine.
hole.
With a voice in his ear and a plan
My
in his
3 inches
mind, he built
is
a new
exactly
way.
3 inches off
Left the
this
doubt
chuck.
behind.
These
Saw
jaws are
glass
exactly
going
6 inches wide.
wide open
I
and
drilled
free.
that exactly
Now
3 inches. So I'm 3 inches on center. And I'm a 1/4 inch off this edge. So now we're just going to drill and tap this hole.
You can drive through the dark, yeah. Vision ain't just what you see with your eyes. It's the fire in your chest that refuses to die. It's the courage to stand when the odds say no. It's the will to keep pushing when you're running on hope. You can make excuses or make it happen. Turn your pain into everlasting passion. When the lights go out and the fear steps in, you light it back up from deep within. It ain't about sight, it's the strength in your soul. It's holding your ground when you've lost control, yeah. He lost his vision, but not his plan. Now he's racing forever, our brother Dan. So when the world goes dark and you don't understand, just remember the words of that fearless man. You can make excuses or make it happen.
Run this tap by hand so it bottomed out. So that's a good tap hole. This way I don't have to worry about fighting lining it up. It's already started. So all I gotta do is put my tap handle on it. Finish chasing that thread. We've turned it, we drilled it, we turned the shoulder, we slotted it, and now we drill and tap for a set screw. So that's a finished bob knob. It'll go to the tumbler next. And then my friend Ronnie comes once a week and volunteers and ships them out for me. I appreciate everybody's support, believing in me. Please follow my page, The Blind Machinist, and have a blessed day.